Now, without mentioning any names, it's no secret that some of us here enjoy the company of a younger man. But one woman has gone viral on TikTok after claiming that being a so-called cougar isn't as attractive to men as you might think. Now, she looks very young to me. She looks like a girl in her probably early 20s. She's actually 44 years old.
Well, can you prove that?
Well, she says it, so, you know. So is it a bit insulting to even use the word cougar? I mean, cougar, you don't hear it so much. To be fair, I see it actually on TikTok a bit more than you would ever hear in a conversation anymore.
Yeah, I haven't heard it for a while, actually. That's the first time in a long time.
Sex and the City started it, didn't
I think so, yeah. But it was something that people used to refer to me as all the time.
Really?
You know, Mark was, when I first met him, I was 48 and he was 26. So people just said, you know, oh, she's a cougar and he's a toy boy. And it is quite insulting, actually, because it kind of implies that I went out with, like, a snare or a lasso and went out there and snared him and reined him in. Said, right, you'll do. I mean, it just... I
can just see you in a horse.
Image of, like, a cowboy hat. Well, and it is. It does sort of... It denotes this kind of predatory woman.
And
I'm not like
Why
that.
should he be called a toy boy? I mean,
I know.
Neither is a compliment, is it?
But everyone has to put a label on everyone. It's like, you know, stop it.
And toy boy's a bit more sort of jokey and friendly, whereas if a cougar is, like you said, it's a predator, isn't it? It's saying that you're on the prowl and you're seeking it out. It's just,
I mean, you've always said it, Karen, we've talked about this so many times. Like, age just doesn't matter, and it shouldn't matter at all. It's who you fall for, but do you still feel like there is an element of judgment, do you think, Carol?
Oh, of course there is, yeah. No, absolutely there is. Not as much as there used to be, because we kind of proved all the critics wrong. And, you know, at the start, a lot of people were like, oh, that won't last, he'll be off in 5 minutes. And the poor bloke is still there, nearly 14 years later. So we kind of proved everyone wrong, so I think people got a little bit bored of it. But whenever they do write about us, they do always refer to Mark as a toy boy. And I find that, I think it is a little bit offensive, actually.
The word boy as a man is
but like, he's a toy, like my toy. Like, come here, you'll do it. Here's your sweets.
So what's the opposite then? Because I'm thinking if I was single, I wouldn't want a toy boy. I'd go for an older guy. So what would that make me? Gold digger.
Probably.
Wrong.
There'll be some name
it's not complimentary either way, is
I just think someone who's, you know, 98 is successful. No, I'm joking.
Sugar baby.
Oh, yes, yeah, sugar baby, that's what it is, yeah.
Is there a name for a male cougar?
Well, isn't it weird, because we all asked this, no one was quite sure what the answer was, and after Googling it, it's a male cougar. Is known as a manther, as in a male panther.
Is it really?
So it's back to that predatory kind of animalistic thing.
Never heard it.
That's made up.
Manther.
Manther.
There you go. It probably is.
That's not going to stick.
It's all made up, but anyway, yeah.